Hello and welcome back. Today I want to ask the question, have you ever missed paying a bill or overlooked an important document because all the paper around you is just out of control? It feels like you just cannot get a grip on it and it is everywhere and taking up far too much space in your home and your life. So today we'll talk about how to solve this battle with all those piles of paper that you feel like you're drowning in. So thank you for joining me again today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram or subscribe to my YouTube channel. And remember, hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Share it with your friends and your family or anyone that you think might enjoy this or find it helpful as well.
But the big question is, how do women like us, who are wearing so many different hats each day, and who don't cheat by looking like we have everything under control, take back our homes and life, free from the chains of clutter? How do we simplify, get started, get unstuck, let things go and create more time so that we can truly focus on what is essential for a happy and healthy life with our loved ones? That is the question, and this show will give you the answers. My name is Lizelle Tenton, and welcome to the Vanilla Essence Show.
Now I love paper. And that has always been my challenge. I can just solve a problem so much better if I have a pen and a piece of paper in my hand. And I still write my to-do lists on paper, and I 1,000 times prefer to read the actual book than using my Kindle. So I will be the last one to tell you to get rid of all the paper. But if it is getting out of control, it can have some serious consequences. No home can function properly if there are piles of paper everywhere. Now we know that mail is one of the biggest culprits. The amount of junk mail we receive is absolutely ridiculous. And then there are the school papers. Every day my boys rock up from school with more papers in their backpacks. Another dinosaur they have colored in, and it's not always so easy to throw those away. So what must we do? We need to get a simple system in place, and we have to get rid of a lot of paper. There are two ways to go about this, all depending on how many piles of paper there are in your home and whether you are already feeling overwhelmed or not. First, you can either bring all the paper piles from everywhere in your home into one room we can sort this from, and this will also only work if you have some extra space to do this. The alternative is to tackle the papers in each room, one room at a time. This will ensure that you don't make a bigger mess and that you won't get too overwhelmed, and maybe also be able to finish what you have started in the amount of time that you have set out for you to do it. Our first step is always to get rid of all the unnecessary paper, and it is so convenient to have a shredder when you do this. Our tax papers can also take up a lot of space, and it is always a good idea to get a separate filing box for them and store them in a safe place where you don't have to look at them all the time, but you know exactly where they are when you need them. Now, unnecessary paper can be paper of things that we don't own anymore, like cars, houses, warranties of items we don't have anymore, and their instruction manuals. Now, once you got rid of all the unnecessary paper, it is time to put a system in place that will work for you and the way that you operate. You can't just stop after you have shredded bags and bags full of unnecessary paper. Believe me, the piles will just grow again. Oh, and don't forget that those bags of shredded paper must get out of your house as soon as possible. Just piling or pushing them in a corner for later is really not going to help your situation, and they will most probably only become part of the clutter again. Alright, so now we need a plan so that the paper does not take over our homes again. We must be, or you must become intentional about the way you handle paper that comes into your home. There are some simple steps that you can take to do this. For example, go through your mail as soon as you get it. It will really only take a few minutes, but it is so worth it. Just do it right there and then. Immediately throw out all the junk. Not somewhere on the kitchen counter or a drawer, but straight into the garbage bin if it is stuff like flyers or generic junk mail. And if it is mail with your personal information, I will suggest that you rather shred it. Now, after you've sorted through all the unnecessary papers, you must decide on a designated space where you will put all the leftover papers. It can be in a basket on the kitchen counter or on top of the fridge, or in your home office is even better. And then you can divide those papers into 2 piles. One pile for filing and one pile to take action. Come up with an easy filing system that will work for you and file every day. Don't make your filing system too complicated that it starts to feel like this huge burden, but do some research and find something that will be easy for you, easy to maintain and easy to quickly do every day. And for the papers that need action, do what you can do right now. And for the rest, schedule some time into your planner to action those. And when the kids come home with school papers and art, quickly do the same. Toss what needs to be tossed. I mean, it's impossible to keep all of the artwork. So just acknowledge everything that they bring home, but only keep those that are truly, truly worth keeping. You can have a magnetic calendar in your kitchen or somewhere in your home where you spend a lot of time, where you can put up all the papers of special events or party invitations that you need to remember. Otherwise, schedule them into your planner too. It's also a good idea to switch to paperless billing. Make sure to switch over to paperless billing for each bill that still enters your home through the post. Some institutions even reward you for choosing paperless billing, so that makes it even more worth it. And it just takes a few minutes to log into their website and change your setting. Most electric, gas, water, credit cards, mortgage, insurance, car payments, internet, TV and your cell phone can be received and paid online. Also, stop catalogs from coming if you don't even look at them. I mean, there is usually a number on the catalog so that you can call them to opt out of receiving them. And it will only take you a few minutes, but it will be a few minutes so well spent, and it will make the paper that enters your home so much less. The most important thing to remember when decluttering your papers is to be ruthless. No time for sentiment here. You want to take control and get your space and your life back. Remember that. Don't keep receipts that you don't need. Don't keep every single paper your child brings back from school. Don't save coupons if you're not going to use them, and don't accept flyers so easily from people that is handing them out. If you can access anything online, you don't need to keep that paper. And you don't have to print everything. Even Lego has all their manuals online, and I'm so happy that my boy discovered that. Now, thanks again for joining me today. Please like my page if you're on Facebook, follow me on Instagram, or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Remember to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and share it with your friends and your family if you think that it can bless them too.